You know, with head movement, the shit that Boots gonna be doing, all that head movement and sliding, tucking and moving on angles and shit. Boots, that's what Boots gonna attack is late. And Boots got power. He got major power, man. And there's spots where I see Xander, he just gets himself in some bad spots, man. He drops his hands a lot. I see too much exposure on that left side. Way too much exposure on that left side. He gonna have to keep that left hand glued to his face because that overhand right of Boots is lethal. It's lethal, man. And Boots turned that uppercut up the middle too, especially from the southpaw stance when Xander's leaning forward, man. Another lethal shot. But man, I see a lot of holes.
Wild? The more people talk about Xander Zayas versus Jaron Boots Ennis, the less this fight starts looking like a boxing match, and the more it starts looking like a high-stakes gamble that could change everything overnight. And before you say that's an exaggeration.
And Xander's game, especially when you start to put that pressure on him. Yeah. He try to get out of Dodge. He don't want nothing like the heat like that. He like his space. His system requires distance. Can he fight a little bit inside? A little bit inside. It's not a specialty. Nah, he want to be able to work the combinations as you throwing shots. He looking for shots to be able to counter in between with, or he looking to start the action, boom, weave underneath shots, counter, boom, boom, and then he on to the next. He around that corner, right? He turned the corner.
Just wait, because the deeper you go into what some of the biggest names in boxing are saying, the crazier the story gets. On one side, you've got Xander Zayas, the undefeated young star, the future, the champion.
So you get a little bit overly overzealous, and you start letting your hands go because Boots can be hit, and then all of a sudden, you know, he's stepping back and he's shooting shots underneath. He catch you with you don't see. He can catch you with you don't see, man, and hurt you. So look, man, if there's gonna be a stoppage, because I'm seeing a lot of people in the comment section talk about, you know, Boots can stop him late, and I'm like, I don't know, but now I see it. I do see it late. Yeah, there's an opportunity for Boots, and Boots, he a dog, man. I'm telling you, this fight gonna boil down to who got more dog in him, man, for real. Because Xander will stand and fight. He will stand and fight. It's his nature, you know. And he got his corner that's gonna try to reel his. Hey, man, keep boxing. What you doing?
The guy fans have been hyping up for years. On the other side, you've got Boots Ennis, a fighter so talented that people keep acting like we still haven't seen his final form. And that's where things start getting uncomfortable. Because while Ennis is praising Zayas for taking the fight, there's this growing feeling that
he run out of ideas, and all Boots want to do is make it a street war. Like, you know what? It's gonna be a street fight, me and you. I'm gonna take your best. You ain't gonna be able to take mine, because I know my is hot and spicy for your. And he gonna just come and try to take your head off. You know, and every shot he gonna be throwing is gonna be a death blow. So, hey, look. If there's gonna be a stoppage, it's gonna be late. It ain't gonna be early. It's gonna be late. Not unless it's like a flash knockdown or something. But nah, I see a late stoppage possibly for Boots. You know.
The compliments might actually be hiding a warning. Tim Bradley isn't just picking Boots to win. He's talking like he's already seen the ending. And that should make every boxing fan nervous. Seriously, when Bradley starts breaking down the matchup, it sounds less like a prediction and more like a spoiler alert.
You know, Xander winning on the scorecards if he can stay up, you know, on his feet late and win some of those back end rounds, man. But I'm telling Boots gonna come on strong as hell in the end, man, because he gonna need to. I think he might get outboxed and outmaneuvered early on, but I think he gonna have to turn into a straight up dog and try to dog walk Xander, man. And you know, hopefully he doesn't just get picked to pieces as he's coming forward. I highly doubt that, man, but
he keeps pointing to the same thing over and over again: the experience gap, the adaptability, the power, the ring IQ, the versatility, the pressure, the unpredictability. And every time he mentions one of those advantages, somehow they all belong to the same guy, Boots Ennis. But wait, because this is where the conversation takes a turn.
Xander Zayas, you know, in an interview, it's basically saying that, like, hey, the winner gets 55% of the purse. The loser gets 45% of the purse. So like some people say, oh, well, that's, he's a champion, he's this, he's that. Yeah, I get all of that. He's a champion, and, Xander's the champion, he deserves the bigger pot or whatever, but he didn't get the bigger pot. He got 50-50. He didn't get the bigger pot. He could have got the bigger pot if he believed in himself. Like Boots. Boots believes in himself. That's why Boots is saying 55-45. Let's go. What's happening? What's happening? 55-45. You wanted this? Let's go then. 55-45.
Bradley isn't saying Zayas lacks talent. Far from it. In fact, that might be the most shocking part of the entire discussion. Almost everyone agrees that Zayas is extremely talented. The problem is that talent alone may not be enough when the other guy is operating on a completely different level. And according to Bradley, that's exactly what we're looking at. Suddenly the debate stops being about whether Zayas is good and starts becoming about whether he's being thrown into the deep end against someone who might be great. You see the difference? Because that difference changes everything.
Its own beast mode, savage mode, different body of energy. Oh, he about to show up and show the. Oh, Boots about to show up and show the hell out, people. I'm sorry, he is. Every level of the mental, he unlocked everything he needed to know yesterday at the press conference. I'm serious. From that alone, he dominated the press conference. From that alone, 55-45, dominated the press conference. Then he said, put a wager on it then. Dominated that, right? Then he calls him out on his weight. You know Xander Zayas with, man, his head, big ass catfish head, huge. Now, let's go here. He growing. He 23 years old. He growing. I get it. The boy is 6 foot, growing. The boy love to eat. You love to eat. My man lips, seriously. Them sticky toys that you can impose. Man, somebody make a damn toy for Xander Zayas. Bam, stick it.
Then Bradley starts talking about defensive habits, and this is where fans began paying attention. He points out that Zayas has a tendency to leave openings. Small openings, tiny mistakes. The kind of mistakes that don't matter against most opponents. But according to Bradley, those mistakes become dangerous when the man standing across from you is Boots Ennis. And now the narrative shifts again. Because suddenly people aren't talking about what Zayas does well. They're talking about what happens if Boots notices something. What happens if Boots sees a pattern. What happens if Boots decides to attack a weakness.
You have some, Boots does have some hope, but so does Xander, man. I mean, look. I think it's gonna boil down to who wants it most. To be honest with you, who wants it most? It's gonna be a dogfight, man. Xander don't mind. He don't mind going toe to toe if he needs to. I know he gonna probably try to box, but Boots is coming to get his ass, bro. He's coming to prove a point, and we should get a hell of a fight from that, bro.
Do you think experience might be the ultimate factor here? Because I know you said Boots just got to the division, but he's got more fights under his belt, and also Xander is younger.
Yeah, I think experience could be a factor here, but. I mean, Boots ain't used to going 12 rounds. Boots ain't used to going 12 rounds either. I mean, usually he's knocking these dudes out before he goes 12 rounds. And then you look at the competition that he's faced, it's been, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing been popping out like, crazy. Xander, you can say the same thing about Xander too. I think it's the perfect matchup.
And once that question enters the conversation, it never really leaves. But hold on, because there's another layer nobody can ignore. Boots Ennis isn't just one style, he's multiple styles. One moment he's boxing, the next moment he's pressuring, then he's countering, then he's switching stances, then he's changing rhythm.
My hard-earned money in this bet. I can't do it, but it's gonna be a good fight. I don't know who wins this. I think I would have to, if I had to pick, I would give Boots the edge. All right, guy that's a little twitchier, a little more athletic, hits hard, switch hitter, and then Xander. Xander's really, really good, right? Talk about a guy that has improved from a young guy to where he is now. Right, he's not scared, can box with the best, we can move.
Then he's attacking from angles that make opponents look completely lost. It's like preparing for several different fighters at the same time. And that's what has analysts worried. Not because Zayas can't handle one challenge, but because he may have to solve 5 challenges simultaneously. And if that sounds dramatic, Just remember that some of boxing's most respected voices keep repeating the same concern. Roy Jones Jr. has concerns, Kenny Ellis has concerns, Ennis has confidence. Mike Coppinger acknowledges the massive jump in competition.
He was such a young fighter when we first saw him, and you don't have your man bones yet as a boxer. Now he's into his 20s, maybe a different fighter. What do you think of the matchup?
No, absolutely. I think in his last performance in Puerto Rico, he showed that boxing ability. Nice jab, nice movement, good stamina, endurance. And he's a big dude, man. I went for a jog with him in Puerto Rico. I'm like, how big are you, dude? He walks like 190, man. He's a solid big guy. So he's bringing that weight in there.
Suddenly, all these voices start forming a pattern, and when enough respected people start saying similar things, fans begin wondering if they're seeing something the public hasn't fully noticed yet. Then comes the twist nobody expected: the purse split conversation. Normally, that stuff is boring. Most fans skip right past it. Not this time. Bradley looked at the financial side of the deal and saw something completely different: confidence. According to him, Boots accepting a winner-take-more structure wasn't just business.
So Xander, you know, we like the Xander anyway. You know what I mean? But now he ain't talking a lot of smack now. Now he want to back that. He have to back that up now. You know what I mean? You know, we mellow. We just laid back. You know, keep on talking. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Keep on building the fight. You know what I mean? But it should be a good fight, as long as it lasts.
Yo, that's one of your favorite lines.
It was a statement, a message, a signal that he believes he's walking into this fight expecting victory. And whether you agree or disagree, the discussion instantly became bigger than money. It became psychological warfare. Now fans are debating mindsets, confidence levels, and hidden messages instead of just punches and footwork. But just when it starts feeling like everyone has already decided the outcome, another twist arrives. Some analysts push back.
Respected guy, and I think he's very mature for his age. Boots, on the other hand, is looking for that coming out party type fight. So he got to fight somebody at this point. And because he couldn't get A, he went to B. And I like that about Boots, because Boots saying, I want all the smoke. If this one won't take me, I'll go find the next one. And so, since he couldn't make the fight with Ortiz, he made the fight with Xander. This is what you want to see.
They remind everyone that Ennis hasn't consistently faced elite opposition either. They remind everyone that Zayas is undefeated for a reason. They remind everyone that youth matters. Confidence matters. Timing matters. Momentum matters. Suddenly the conversation flips again. Because what if everyone is underestimating Zayas? What if the pressure everyone expects Boots to apply becomes harder than expected? What if the young champion enters the fight with something nobody accounted for? And just like that, certainty disappears.
And I'm glad you got two young gunners, you know, that's making hats off to both of them for you know, making it happen. So there's so much ducking going on today, but respect to both of them, you know?
Yeah.
Respect to both of them.
Tell me, obviously, do you feel like that fight goes the distance? Who do you favor?
I don't think it's gonna go the distance. I favor.
Somehow, every road seems to lead back to the same question. Can Zayas survive the second half of the fight? Because Bradley keeps returning to one prediction. Not an early knockout, not immediate domination, something potentially more dramatic. A slow takeover. The idea that Zayas could actually have success early. The idea that he could win rounds, land shots, build momentum, give his supporters hope. And then, little by little, round by round, Boots starts turning the screws.
And man, with him being young, we came up in that shit together.
Yeah, y'all signed the top rank around the same time.
Yeah, so he signed, I think, 16, maybe, or 17?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, and I signed like right when I turned 18, so...
yeah, but y'all the same age, right?
Yeah, I think he a year younger than me.
How old are you now?
I'm 24.
Oh, 23.
Yeah. So, so my hat's off to him because I feel like Boots the best person at 154. So with him fighting for the world title, then defending to get another one. I mean, with his first defense, he fought, he unified for his first defense, and then he fought, you know, I feel like everybody say the best person at 154. Then he fight Boots, so my hat's off to him. I feel like it's a good fight. I definitely get an edge to Boots. But hey, I feel like I just want everybody to see it. But I know how.
Pressure increases, pace increases, physicality increases. The openings become easier to find. The exchanges become harder to avoid, and suddenly the fight starts looking completely different from how it began. That scenario has become one of the most talked about possibilities surrounding this matchup, not because it's guaranteed, but because so many experienced observers can actually picture it happening. And that's where things get really fascinating. Because if Zayas survives and thrives, he doesn't just win a fight. He destroys a narrative. He proves the doubters wrong. He changes the conversation overnight. But if Boots does what Bradley expects, then every warning sign suddenly looks prophetic.
Xander's a good fighter. I like him. I just think that Xander don't know enough. Yeah. And take a fight like this. I mean, granted, you get in this game, you in this game to be the best. But I don't think he's ready for a fight like this. I mean, Xander's good, he can fight, but he's still a kid, still a baby, still in learning stages right now.
Unified champion, right?
He is.
Big kid. Seemed like he's getting better each and every fight.
And I agree, but Boots in careers, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, are they going to pay him enough? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to pay him enough? Because I'm sure after they fight,
every concern looks justified. Every prediction looks brilliant. The stakes couldn't be higher. One fighter is trying to prove he belongs among boxing's elite. The other is trying to prove he already is elite. And somewhere between those two missions lies one of the most intriguing fights the sport can make right now. So maybe the biggest twist isn't that Tim Bradley favors Boots Ennis. Maybe the biggest twist is that the more confidence people show in Boots, the more dangerous Xander Zayas becomes. Because expectations create pressure. Pressure creates surprises, and boxing has a habit of humiliating anyone who thinks they already know the ending. So when the bell finally rings, will we witness the moment Boots Ennis confirms everything his supporters have been saying for years, or will Xander Zayas turn the entire narrative upside down and reveal that the real story wasn't about experience, power, or predictions at all, but about a young champion who was underestimated at exactly the wrong time?